The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. The greatest burden a child must bear is the unlived life of its parents. Thinking is difficult. That's why most people judge. There is no coming to consciousness without pain. Your vision will become clear only when you look into your heart. A dream that is not understood remains a mere occurrence. The shoe that fits one person pinches another. Shame is a soul-eating emotion. The unconscious is not just evil by nature, it is also the source of the highest good. We are not what happened to us. We are what we wish to become. Life really begins at 40. Until then, you are just doing research. The soul demands your folly, not your wisdom. A sane man is simply someone who has not been probed deeply enough. We should not pretend to understand the world only by intellect. Faith, hope, love, and insight are the highest achievements of human effort. The psyche is a self-regulating system. Where love reigns, there is no will to power. There is no birth of consciousness without pain. The psyche is real. It exists and lives in its own right. Neurosis is always a substitute for legitimate suffering. What we call fate is largely our own unconscious self. Freedom stretches only as far as the limits of our consciousness. In each of us, there is another whom we do not know. No tree can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. Nobody can fall so low unless he has a great depth. A man who has not passed through the inferno of his passions has never overcome them. He who is not capable of enduring the tension of opposites is lost. The world hangs on a thin thread, and that thread is the psyche of man. In all chaos, there is a cosmos. In all disorder, a secret order. To confront a person with their own shadow is to show them their own light. Every archetype is capable of endless development and differentiation. Life has always seemed to me like a plant that lives on its rhizome. If the path before you is clear, you're probably on someone else's. Dreams are the guiding words of the soul. I am what I choose to become. Become your true self. To live in a conscious way is the greatest achievement of mankind. That which we do not bring to consciousness appears in our lives as destiny. Every step closer to the self is a step closer to death. You only see what you look for. You only recognize what you already know. Our duty is to hold on to the light in the darkness. Life calls not for perfection but for completeness. The psychological process of individuation is not linear but spiral. Self-knowledge is the road to liberation. The intellect has little to do on the road to discovery. The most dangerous things in the world are immense accumulations of human power. A person is not whole until he or she has confronted the shadow. When love and power are brought into balance, wholeness emerges. The psyche is not of today. Its ancestry goes back millions of years. Only what is really oneself has the power to heal. What is not brought into consciousness comes back as fate. A symbol always stands for something greater than itself. Real liberation comes not from outside but from within. The psyche is the greatest of all cosmic wonders. When we deny the shadow, we deny our capacity to love fully. To live without myth is a peril to the soul. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls. What you resist persists. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are.